Hi everyone, I hope you're doing okay today. So today I'm filming at my grandparents', so this is the second video I'm filming here as I'm staying for a couple of weeks. And so I figured I could show you some interesting objects that are here at my grandparents'. So these are family treasures basically. I wanted to show you two very old antique cameras, which were they were my great-grandfather's and I think my grandfather's, but the origin of the second one is unclear. So I'm going to show them to you. And also I wanted to show you the camera I found recently, where I found the footage I published on Instagram, where you can see me and my brother playing music. So yeah, I wanted to show you a bit of the cameras I found in the house. Okay, so I'll be as gentle as possible as these are very old. Okay, don't mind me, I'm not wearing any gloves or anything, so yeah, I'll take good care of them. So this one, if you can see, is a very old Brownie pliant, and this was my great-grandfather. And so yeah, it's a Kodak. Basically it's made in the USA, and yeah, it's a 620 apparently. Yeah, and it's written there, use Kodak film 620, so that's the size of the film I think you should be using back then for this specific camera. Currently it's just a decoration and we are not using it anymore, but there have been a lot of family pictures taken with this one. And as you can see, you could flip this over and close the camera, and also you have this tiny thing so that you can put it straight up. This is how it's sitting usually. Yeah. And it's very interesting because with this, when you look up, you can see exactly what you're being photographing. And yeah, I'm not a big expert on this one because I've never used it, and I remember when I was younger that it was at my father's place, but yeah, I've never used it really. I apologize, it's a bit noisy out there, even though it's the countryside, there are planes and such, so sorry, it's not as quiet as I wished it would be sometimes. But yeah, I wanted to show you this beautiful old photograph, or old camera, sorry. So this part you can see has been worn out with the time, I think, and I'm not sure what kind of metal this part is, but it's metal. And yeah, you could see that it was all black and it's not anymore. And for this part, I don't know if it's real or faux leather, but it's going away. This here, it looks like paper on the inside actually. And yeah, I don't feel the need to open it up or anything because it's really old and I do not want to break anything. That's not the point. And yeah, oddly enough, both very old cameras I'm gonna show you are both Brownies and, well, Kodak, I believe, cameras. So yeah, the USA made cameras they were to friends back in the days, it seems. So yeah. If you have any information on well, anything on how this camera behaved, or if someday someone in the family wants to take pictures with it, if you have any tips or anything, I would be very happy to hear them, because frankly to me it's more decor than really a camera. I wouldn't feel comfortable using it really, because it's so old and I do not want to break anything. So yeah, if you have any information, I would love to hear it. So yeah, that was the very first camera I found. So yeah, this one is sitting in the living room so everyone can see it, and it was my great-grandfather. Yeah. The second one though, well, I'm not sure if it was it was the property of my other great-grandfather, or if it actually was the property of my grandfather, who bought it when he was young, because it's again an old camera, and maybe my father bought it second-hand when he didn't have that much money back then, so we're not sure about the origin of this one, but it's basically the same kind of camera. You can see it's with metal parts, which again got a bit rusted on the side. The front seems to be metal, and yeah, you have this faux leather thing all over. And this one I really like the face, because I think it's a very funny looking camera. Yeah. So I believe, yeah, it's a 620 again, Brownie C. So did the other one had a letter? No, it was a Brownie pliant. I don't know. And this one is a Brownie C, made by Kodak, and this one is not foldable, because pliant in French means foldable. Yeah, and I believe that you would also check on the top of the camera what you are going to be taking the picture of, really. And same if you're a camera geek and you know well, how this could be used nowadays, or really what I should pay attention to or anything, I would be very much interested. Not that I want to take pictures with it, but I'm just curious actually. I love the fact that it just looks like a big black box, and the process is kind of a mystery. Actually, I would very much love taking pictures with such a camera, but I would be so afraid to break it, or just to not know how to use it properly, that I'm not comfortable with the idea yet. But yeah, I think both would be in need of a nice cleaning also. So yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of ancient, well, photographic gear. So yeah, that's it for both of these. I believe they are beautiful, beautiful pieces, and I would love to take pictures with them one day, but that's it for today, for these ones. And like I said, I also have the, well, much more recent camera, which we used to use when I was little for all the family footage, basically. And like I said, this is where I found the video of 10 years ago, where I would play music with my brother and I. And that's this one, so very early 2000s, I think. The only issue is that actually I think there's a problem with the battery, because when it's not charging I cannot turn it on, so there's something wrong going on there. So you let me know, but I would also love at some point well, recording analog, basically not digital footage, and maybe try to, well, do something a bit different for a change. So yeah. Actually, around the house I found so many, well, not so old cameras, you know, early 2000s cameras, and I think they are just a little too well, recent really to be interesting, but I think that in a couple of years these will be, well, maybe a thing, you know, just like Polaroids and well, one-use cameras are becoming something these days. It used to be old-fashioned, but right now it's booming, so at some point these will come back as well. Now it's just a little bit too early, I think. Actually, it's even working with small cassettes, tapes, and I'm not sure how to get these out so that I can show them to you. Do not push this part, alright. Not sure how to take it off really, so let's not break anything. But yeah. Yeah, so that's the battery having an issue at the moment. Funny how you take it on and off. So yeah, really this camera, I guess when I was little I must have had it in my hands a couple of times, but I wasn't into recording anything back then. I was very young, so I don't know this one that well, even though if you look at this design from Sony back then, it reminds me of a CD player, portable one I had, where basically you would put your CD and listen to the music anywhere you go, and it was right before MP3 players, so yeah, I remember the area for sure. So yeah, that's it for this one as well. So, as I'm at my grandparents' a couple more weeks, I would like to know what kind of video you would like to see. I do not have everything, I do not have my usual setup or anything, but I figured I could do a measuring video, measuring your face for example, because I've seen a measuring tape around the house, so this is a possibility. I've seen also, well, I could do a carer video, if you know what I mean, like taking care of you if you're sick or anything, because basically that's what I've been doing for my grandparents. So this could be an idea, and there are a lot of props I could be using around the house, but really I think I'm a bit surprised at how little time I have to record and take care of everything regarding my videos. So I'll try to do my best to come up with interesting ideas. But yeah, maybe reading also, there are so many books in there, but yeah, I'm not sure if this will be interesting for you. I think a medical roleplay should be something everyone's enjoy, so that could be interesting for you, yeah. So I hope you're all doing well. I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. As always, thank you for commenting, liking, supporting me in any way, and I will see you very soon.